Hello and welcome to the OSNAP podcast, hosted by yours truly. For anyone new here, my name is Vincent.
And my name is Reese, and today we are going to get into artificial intelligence, otherwise known as AI.
The most important episode I think we've ever done. Correct? Do you think it's the most important?
Probably.
I would say it's the most important, without a doubt. Before we start, anything that you need to add or anything?
Do we need any updates?
Do we have any updates? We
We
sent
did-
out a quince.
We did probably one of the most beautiful engagement sessions I've ever seen.
Yes, we did. That we will post very soon. We already showed. We didn't show any sneak peeks yet, but we showed
We'll
us
probably do that
doing
today.
the shoot. Yeah.
We'll probably post a sneak peek on the story either today or tomorrow.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Very nice.
Stunning. Other than that, I don't think... Oh, you have something new this week.
I got a new computer.
Yes, he did.
I
Look
gotta
how
put-
big it is compared to
I
mine.
gotta put Snap Duo on it though.
I know.
Next episode.
I have a new sticker on my computer. You can't really see it. It says I cry a lot, but I am so productive. It's an art.
Yes, it is.
Amen.
All right, so let's get into it. First, I just have the definition of artificial intelligence. If people don't really know, it's a field of science concerned with building computers and machines that can reason, learn, and act in such a way that would normally require human intelligence or that involves data whose scale exceeds what humans can analyze.
Dun dun dun.
Already, wow. And then on our notes, I just wrote down the history of AI. I'm not saying that we have to go through the entire thing, just a little history from where AI started to where we're at today. And then,
I don't think I have the same one as you.
do you not?
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, it's that
I
one.
was on the second page.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so just a little background on it. AI originated back in 1958 through, you didn't know that, right? Through John McCarthy. He created LISP. It's an acronym for list processing and the first programming language for AI research, which is still in popular use today. 1958.
I thought it was new. Not gonna lie, guys.
And then 1959, Arthur Samuel created the term machine learning. If you know anything about AI or you've heard about AI, you've heard about machine learning, right?
No, I
Never?
don't like AI. So
Okay, all right. Well, in 1961, the first industrial robot started working in an assembly line in General Motors in New Jersey, tasked with transporting die casting and welding parts on cars,
interesting.
which was deemed too dangerous for humans. Ooh.
Interesting.
And then just to speed through it, we have the AAAI, which is the Association of Advancement of Artificial Intelligence, that was created back in 1979. In 2006, so it's a pretty big jump. 2006, companies such as Twitter, Facebook, and Netflix started utilizing AI as part of their advertising and user experience algorithms. 2010, Microsoft.
Those creep me out so bad.
Me too. 2010, Microsoft launched the Xbox 360 Kinect, the first gaming hardware designed to track body movement and translate it into gaming directions. 2011, Apple released Siri. We all use Siri. In 2015, Elon Musk, Stephen Hawking, and Steve Wozniak, and over 3,000 others, signed an open letter to the world's government systems banning the development of anonymous weapons for purpose of war.
You know, it's funny. I don't use Siri. Ever.
Interesting.
I don't even have it set up on my phone.
We'll get to that.
So I think I've always disliked it. All right.
She's going to come after you. In 2016, Hanson Robotics created a humanoid robot named Sophia, who became known as the first, quote, robot citizen, and it was the first robot created with a realistic human appearance and the ability to see and replicate emotions as well as to communicate.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get to OpenAI. OpenAI was founded back in 2015 by Sam Altman, Greg Brockman, and Elon Musk. OpenAI released on early demo ChatGPT November 30th, 2022. And the chatbot quickly went viral on social media as users shared the examples of what it could do. June 10th of 2024, Apple integrated ChatGPT into the experience within iOS, iPadOS, macOS, allowing users to access ChatGPT's capabilities. So, a little background just on Sam Altman. He's a visionary behind ChatGPT. Some people might know him as he is in the news lately with a backpack. You ever seen the picture of him in a backpack? The backpack has been described as having the same importance as the United States nuclear
You've talked
briefcase
about it.
in an emergency. It's an off switch for AI.
Interesting. Turn it
So,
off.
with that, are you scared of AI?
I don't like it.
She has very interesting opinions about AI. I've always been pretty interested in it, and she's always like, I don't want that. I don't need that. That's stupid.
I just feel like things like Siri, for example. I've got 2 thumbs. I can look it up on the internet if I need to. I don't need to ask my phone to tell me.
I promise you, not everybody is you, and they do not take the time to look it up on the internet. They need that assistant there to help them.
I feel like
if they don't, they won't know nothing.
9 out of 10 times when I have asked Siri to do something for me, she doesn't understand me anyway.
That's what this new big update is for with iOS 18. Is Apple, they renamed it so AI, but they add their own spin to it. So it's Apple Intelligence, not artificial intelligence. It's Apple Intelligence.
Now, we're bringing together that personal context with the power of generative models to deliver intelligence that understands you.
So I have a problem with that. Also, when I need to talk to customer service for any company and it says, I am blah, 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 and I can understand words and sentences. And it's like, who would you like to, what is your reason for your call today? And I say it, they're like, I didn't get that. And I'm like, so I have to say it like 5 times. And it's like, why can't you just transfer me to somebody? It never understands me. I think I speak pretty clearly. Also, in the realm of our job, I see a lot of photographers out there that have been using it a lot. And I'm like,
whoa. Read the notes, my guy. We're jumping to questions that are all the way down the list.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Am I scared of it? Yes and no. In a way, yeah.
Am I scared of it? No.
Somewhat.
I'm going to put one of the main reasons why people are scared of AI is they say loss of control. Some people believe that AI will become too powerful and take control out of human hands. However, and then they go on and say AI is developed and programmed by humans, and it only operates within the parliaments set by the developers. I don't know if I believe that 100%. I don't believe that.
I feel like AI is going to take a lot of jobs.
Well, it's part of what today's episode is about.
Yeah.
So next question, do we use AI in our everyday? You just were, you named one thing like Siri. I use Siri occasionally if I want to set a reminder.
I would say, yeah, you do use Siri a lot. We also use the Google Home.
We have 2 Google Homes in here that are connected, and it makes like a surround sound experience, but I love that.
Use AI sometimes for work. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that.
You use Lightroom for your noise reduction.
When I have to. And I'm not a fan of it because it takes too long. But I couldn't do it by myself, so I mean it's nice. Yeah, I feel like we use it in our everyday life.
She uses it on Lightroom. I use it on Photoshop. And then as well, social media. Everybody uses social media.
The social media part of it freaks me out, guys.
The algorithm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking about something the other day. Were we talking about it? Or he was on the phone with a company. I don't remember what it is, but it was like the first time we had talked about it in like forever. And like I hadn't even thought about it. And then I went on my Instagram like while he was on the phone with the company and I got an ad for it.
Oh, because they listen. That's what they say is
but like I got an ad for it for the first time ever as he's talking to them on the phone, on his phone. And I was like,
part of the agreement agreement that you sign when you make an Instagram or a Facebook or a Gmail or anything is you allow them to connect to the Wi-Fi networks and they're able to listen in. You know how Siri, if I say, hey Siri, it turns on, or if I say the Google one, that one will turn on because it's always listening and stuff.
Oh, another good example. I was rewatching Buffy the Vampire Slayer like 2 months ago. And for the first time ever, I started getting Buffy the Vampire Slayer TikToks on my feed.
They listen.
And it freaked me out. Well, how are they listening? Oh, I don't know. It's weird. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it. But yeah, I guess we do use it in our everyday life. I feel like you use it more than I do.
I use it all the time. Why not? If it's
he also
available.
loves ChatGPT.
Oh, I love ChatGPT.
Yeah.
I love it. ChatGPT's the best.
He even asks ChatGPT to do math for him sometimes.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. You've done it once where you literally were like, what's 17 plus 30 plus 30 plus...
Oh, yeah, I was testing it for you.
Oh, never mind. I guess
Yeah.
you just did it once. But
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like you definitely use it more than I do. I have a question. If somebody's talk to type, is that AI or no? Is that just like a microphone thing?
I think it is. Yeah. No, that's, I
Like
think
when Dad texts
yeah,
us and it...
Yeah, no, that's AI.
Interesting.
Because you're talking to it, and your words, or the microphones are listening to your words.
Yeah.
And then those will then transfer into the phone or whatever, and then it'll type it out for you. So it's a computer in there listening to what you're saying and then texting it for you.
Yeah. So then even Dad uses it every day.
Everybody uses AI, even if you think you don't, you do. Even if you use Maps, Apple Maps, Google Maps, Wise or Waze, whatever it's called, that one uses AI as well. How do you think they know where the traffic is? Because they have everybody's phones. They could tell that the phones are all in one location. That means there's traffic.
Weird.
There you go.
I'm not changing my mind about this, guys. I'm just not.
Has AI infiltrated the photography and videography market yet?
Okay, so can I talk really quick?
Yeah.
This is where it like kind of bugs me. Is that I see a lot, because we watch a lot of reels and TikToks and stuff of other photographers and like their workflow, and some of them have ads, like paid ads, like they get paid to do ads for certain things. And I see a lot about AI, like, oh, there was one that Vincent was talking about where there's like a software where you put like 3,000 photos with a certain edit into the software.
It's called Imagine AI. And
it literally has AI in it. See, okay.
If
Literally.
you follow any photographer or videographer who's like up there, this company reached out to them and is trying to sponsor them and will pay them to use
Paid
the
ads.
product. And, you know.
So he told me about it, and he said you put like 3,000 photos in there with the edit that you want. It like does all this AI stuff, and it learns the edit. And so that from then on out, all you have to do is like put your SD card in, you upload the photos into it, and it edits everything for you. I personally don't like that. Like I don't. And I know a lot of photographers use it now and they like it, but it's part of the job. Like I love being able to say that we spend, this amount of time out in the field and then this amount of time in our office editing. I like going through every single photo and doing that myself. And I know some people might not have the luxury of doing that, but like we do this full time. So like that's literally what my job is. So I do feel like it's infiltrated in certain ways.
I agree in a sense of what you're saying, because I understand that part of what we do is the art of putting the photo together. Because we don't just take the photo then send it. We take the photo, edit it, Photoshop it, and it goes through a whole different wide range of different things before it's done. And I can see, yes, because it is the
You know
fun.
what I mean?
That is the fun part of it, but so I think of it two ways. I think of it that yes, it is fun to do, and it's why we do what we do. But at the same time, if we did use something like that, it would allow us to capture more people in a faster time. You know what I'm saying?
Yes and no, because it's not even about it being fun to edit. Like sometimes it's not fun editing. I'm going to be honest with you. But also it's the heart behind it. Like we edit every single photo a certain way and we put our all into every photo. And I feel like part of it is if I ever decided that we were going to do that, like if we decided to do that, I feel like it's almost, I know it's not because it's AI and it's smart or whatever. It feels like we're slapping a preset on it and calling it a day. There's no heart behind it. There's no like attention to detail. It's just like the AI is going to do it for me. That's taking over in my opinion. And I don't like it. It's different for like generative fill. We both use that. It is a form of AI, obviously. But even that, it's not every photo. And like, even if it is every photo, well, we're still editing the whole rest of the photo, like by hand. So I'm okay with that kind of AI, but AI that literally like learns your editing techniques and does it for you so you don't have to really lift a finger, I just can't get behind it. I would never. I'd rather be up 24 hours a day editing hundreds of shoots myself by hand and getting no sleep than having a machine do it for me.
I mean, I guess. I see it. I see it both ways though. Like I obviously see it the way that you see it.
Yeah.
Obviously, but I also see the other side. With that, it doesn't take it away because you're still in person. You still meet the couple. You still are capturing the couple. The couple gets to learn your personality and you get to learn theirs. And you guys form that relationship, something that a computer will never be able to do. The computer's just there as an extra arm to help you, to allow you to be able to capture more people and still delivering photos and videos in a timely manner.
You know what it feels like to me though? It feels like if we were the photographers and we went to shoots, we put all of that effort in, built a relationship with the clients, and then we had employees that we just give our SD cards to and they go and edit all of our work for us. So that we're only doing about this much and then our employees are doing the rest of the chunk. That's what it feels like to me. I feel like AI is almost an employee. Like it's doing our job for us. I'd rather have quality over quantity any day. So when you say things like getting stuff out in a timely manner and being able to work with more people, well, that's great and all, but I would rather have the quality of our work and less clients than a mass amount of clients and we have no heart in our business anymore.
I mean, there's still...
You know what I mean by that?
I understand it. Yeah, I understand it, but with Imagine AI, from what I have seen, is that it's not just that it slaps the preset on there and then you send it out. It's not like that. It does go through. You have to put, I think it's like 3,000 or 5,000 photos into it to begin, and then it'll take like a day so that it can learn what the editing style is. And then once it learns it, then you do upload a gallery onto there, the photos that you want, and it can automatically cull for you. So even if you don't want to use it in a sense to edit the photo, you can use it for purposes of culling.
I wouldn't do that either.
Culling, for people who don't know, is pretty much going through the photos and finding all the good ones. Okay? You can do that. And even if you don't want to do that, say you don't want it to cull, but you just upload the photos that you want on there, you can click a button and it allows the AI to straighten the photos that are not straight. I would love that because
I don't care about straightening because it has nothing to do with the editing process. Like the coloring and all
that. It does
that.
though. That's
no, but it does. But that's not something I feel like it takes a lot of heart to. You know what I mean? Like the whole... cropping and not cropping. Cropping takes like a lot of work to like make sure what looks great. But like straightening photos, I would have no problem with something straightening the photos for us. But then but here's my thing. But
that's that. The whole process of that, the color, the straightening, the Photoshop, it's all part.
Yeah, no, of course. That is a tool, though. I feel like the...
And so is the AI. The AI is a tool.
Yeah, no. Okay, so here's how I'm feeling about it, okay? I would never have a machine cull my photos for us. I would never let it do it. Because there's photos that we see that has potential, whether it's a blurry photo or it's an action shot where maybe the AI thinks that it's a weird look on the person's face, but we know that's like perfection to us. I would never want a machine to cull through our photos. Because that's another part of the thing. Does that take a lot of time? Yeah, it takes a lot of time to cull through photos. However, we as artists, because that's what we are, see something in a certain photo that a machine may not see.
Yeah.
They may not see the joy in that person's face. They may think, oh, well, their eyes kind of closed. But we see it completely different. So that, I'm going to say flat no. 2, with AI, specifically with Lightroom Classic, if, we have a certain editing style. You know that. I know that. Everyone should know that. On Lightroom Classic, I could push a button while I have already got culled through my photos and I'm putting them in Lightroom Classic. I could push a button and it could put the preset on every single thing. And then I go through and manually change the lighting, change the temperature, change the hues of certain things. So if I really wanted to, we could do that. So when you're saying it's not you push a button and then you send it out, well then if it's not, then it's pretty much what we already have in Lightroom Classic. Why would we need to spend all that money on something and put 3,000 photos in when we already have a certain editing style, a certain preset that we like to use for our things?
Does
that make sense?
It makes sense. It's just there
As a tool.
It's what it is. It's a tool. It's not for like something like Imagine AI. It's not something that's meant to take over the photographer's job. It's there as a
You sure
tool
about that?
during stressful times. So in a good situation, and we would use it. I'll tell you, we would use it if there was something major going on in our lives, an emergency of some sort, and maybe the client or whatever really is adamant on getting those photos within our agreed time that it says in our contract, then maybe we would. In an emergency situation, I mean, you never know. But it's there as just a tool. I don't know how best it is. It's there as a tool. If you want to use it, you can. I get what you're saying, but I also see the other side as well.
We're not using it.
No, we're not. We're not using. I just want people to know that we're not using it. But Imagine AI, if you want to sponsor us, come on over and sponsor us. Just kidding. No, I'm not. Just kidding. I'm serious. But I'm gonna try it. We're gonna try it. We are gonna try it because we can't knock something until we try it. Am I wrong on that?
We could try it, but we're not using it.
You know, okay. People say we did a family shoot a couple years ago, and we have our cameras, and our cameras are Sony, and they're mirrorless. And one of the older, who's the grandpa, he was kind of making fun of us because of our cameras. They are mirrorless cameras, and he's used to film. So I kind of relate it to the same way that you're looking at AI. In the sense of because of it's new and they say that it takes the fun out of it. People say that our cameras take the fun out of it because it takes the fun out of the film and what you do during the film process.
People also prefer DSLRs versus mirrorless as well.
To each their own.
I've had both.
To each
I've
their
actually
own.
had all three.
Yeah. But that's the comparison.
I get what you're saying. That's a good comparison. That really puts things in perspective. I do see that. I'm not using it though. If we try it, we'll make a podcast about it.
Well, duh. We will try it. So, I mean, you can tell that
I'm not for it.
She's not a big fan of the AI. She's just, I don't know.
like the noise reduction tool, and I like the generative fill. Those are great uses of AI. That's not too much for me. It doesn't feel like it's taking parts of our job. I mean, it is, but it's like good things. I feel like something like generative fill, tell me if you disagree. It really helps us in situations like the proposal that we recently did. There was a lot of people on the beach. We just shot at Pasadena City Hall. There were a lot of people there taking photos. And it allows us to get shots that we really want when normally maybe we wouldn't take a photo there because there's someone standing back there. It makes it so it's like, who cares someone's standing there? They won't be in the photo. It makes our job easier in ways that I appreciate, as well as noise reduction. That helps when, mistakes happen. So if there's a mistake, we're in a very darkly lit room, our flashes aren't working properly or something, and it's like, shoot, that photo just doesn't look great. Noise reduction works like a charm to restore that photo.
But things like those, the generative fill, the noise reduction, OpenAI, those are just tools in our toolbox that we have for certain situations. Sometimes we use them, sometimes we don't.
Fill.
Huh?
Yeah, noise reduction and generative fill.
Those are the ones that we currently do use.
Just
yes,
those two.
We do use those ones. But those are just tools that are in our toolbox for situations that we would need them, and we do use them, and they are AI. So
you said it was going to be a good episode.
I told you. Look at us. All right, next question. Do we see AI as a threat to what we do? Will it take over our job? You don't think so?
What, is a robot going to go to a shoot and take photos? Documentary style?
No, but if people know anything about drones, DJI, they came out with a new drone, and it's called the DJI Neo.
It's cool.
And it's a pocket-sized drone that it doesn't need a controller or anything. You just click a button, it flies up from your hand, and it can follow you. It can take pictures. It can take videos and stuff.
Is that AI?
But yeah, it has to know where it's going.
Hmm.
It has to track you.
Hmm.
So you have stuff like that. I've always thought it would be interesting that if they came out with a camera that allowed you to program it to where like maybe the preset would already be on there, and you'd be able to see what it would look like in the different lightings and stuff. Or
It's a very, very like cool option.
Or if the camera can see through the viewfinder and detect when maybe a certain spot isn't good, like it's not, doesn't have as much potential, say 5 feet to the right,
I would love
and
that.
then all of a sudden the photo comes. You know,
It's happened at shoots before where we've done like 3 poses in a certain spot, and then we have an idea and we like move them over just a little bit for a different spot, and then we'll be editing later and I'm like, why didn't we do all of those in this spot? So that would be nice. I would think that would be really cool. Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah.
The preset on there, meh, because presets, it's not like we've said before. It's not like a slap-on preset. And
now
you're
with
good.
yeah, with
You have to change the temperature a lot of the time.
right. But can you imagine though, if a camera that came with AI, you were allowed to upload your own preset on there, and it would automatically fix all of the colors and stuff for you. So you literally just take the picture.
No, I don't want that.
I wouldn't be for something like that either, because then that truly right there does take the fun out of it.
I'm not into it, guys. I'm just not into it. I don't think it'll take our job in the sense of like nobody can be us. We don't book our sessions just based off of our work. We book our sessions based off of who we are, the relationships we build with our clients. That's why we get reoccurring clients. So nobody can replace the human interaction portion of it. People feeling comfortable with us. Can it take over our editing? Yeah. And I'm not going to let it for Snap Duo. Vincent might try, but I'm not going to let it.
No, I'm not gonna try. We're gonna try it though. We're gonna do an episode
For fun.
Okay, if this episode does well and people like this episode, we will 100% download Image AI on her computer, and not mine. And
Yours is new and clean.
exactly.
Clear.
Exactly. And we will try it, okay? But the video has to do well. So make sure you like and subscribe and comment.
I have another thing that I'm curious, is this AI or not?
You're autofocusing on the camera's AI.
Like when it has the box on
Yep,
people?
that's AI.
Okay, that's what I thought. I like that AI. See? I'm not all that bad. Just no one's editing our photos for us.
Sorry, another thing. Your phone, AI. When you go to unlock it, Face ID is AI.
I already find that creepy.
And
I do find
with the
it
new
creepy.
iOS 18, you're allowed to do eye tracking, and I've tried it before, where you can either hold your phone or have it sitting down or whatever, and it'll use your eyes, and you just look at where you want it to go, and it'll press it for you.
It didn't work that well.
It didn't work that well, but that's because it was
No.
It was new, so
Yeah.
maybe it'll get a little bit better.
I'm not saying all AI is bad. Some AI I find is very useful, but some AI I just feel like takes it way too far, and I just can't get behind it. I don't like it, and I just don't think I ever will. Just how I am. Some of it I find is useful. Some of it I find is unnecessary.
I guess that's good. That's why we're a duo, is because she's like 90% against AI, and I'm like 90% for AI.
Yeah.
You know, and so
We balance each
because
other
we're
out.
opposite, we balance it out. Whereas she doesn't want to use it, but I get that itch in my brain where it's like, okay, but what if this is really good? And we
Don't
can
care.
use it, and it can help better us and better our lives and better the photos and better the videos. I'll always look into it, because you just truly never know. And I always tell her, and I tell her this with food all the time, because she's very in her ways about food.
On my father's
I tell her, I say, just try it. I tell her dad that too. I say, just try it. You can die tomorrow, and then, or be on your deathbed tomorrow, and then you say, I really wish I tried that hamburger with ranch on it or bacon
Ew.
on it. You know, something like that though. But I tell her that you never know, and it's always important to at least try it. Try it before you knock it. That way when people ask and they go, hey, Reese, do you think that I should download Image AI and they can help me edit my photos?
No.
You know?
Do it yourself.
But then you could say, well, I've personally used it and I don't like it because of X, Y, and Z. Or I did use it and I do like it because of X, Y, and Z.
Or I personally refuse to try it because of X, Y, and Z. That's where I'm at right now.
No, that's not an argument. That's an opinion.
It's an opinion. Yeah, I'm entitled to my own.
You're
opinion.
entitled to your own facts, but you're not entitled to your own opinion. Wait. You're entitled to your own opinion, but you're not entitled to your own facts. Whatever.
Okay. Next.
Question number 5. What is something we actively do to prevent AI taking over our job, and what could other business owners do to prevent that?
Not download blah 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 AI.
I put down provide amazing customer service.
Yeah.
Computers can't compete with good personality and good looks.
Oh, he's talking about himself with that one.
They can't. Sorry.
No, it's just like I said. I mean, AI cannot do our job because a lot of people book us for our personalities. They can't make someone feel comfortable.
If you show up to a shoot and you have your hands down on the side, you're kind of shrugging, and you're walking over to them, hey, I'm excited to take your photos today. This is going to be really great.
AI can't even do that.
And then you take the pictures. All right, well, I'll send these to you when I can. They're not going to book with you again.
No.
But when you show up and you have energy and you're snapping away and you're telling them that they look great because they do, and you produce great photos.
We are like major hype people, by the way.
Yeah, they want to come back because,
They have a great time.
Or in some cases, they want to become friends with us. And then we go to the Norco Fair with them. Or we go to Chili's.
Chili's.
It's happened.
Yeah,
I love that.
I just feel like you can't compete. I mean, we will be having the worst day of our lives, and we will show up to your shoot, and you would never know. Like, you would never know, just because that's what our job is. We're there to make sure that you're having a good day. It's not any of your concern whether or not we are or not. We're just there to make sure you're doing good. So, an AI just cannot do that.
Should we ask ChatGPT if she is going to be taking our job?
Sure.
Okay, we have it right here. This is it. We'll ask it. I don't know. I'll put the microphone up to it. Ready? What do I ask? I just ask, will you take over photographer's job one day? You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Make sure my volume's up. Will you take over photographers' jobs one day?
Taking a while.
It didn't take me this long to come up with a response. Dang. You know why? Because she's been listening to our conversation. Look what you did. You made her mad.
While I can help with things like editing tips or generating creative ideas, photography is an art that involves a human touch, creativity, and personal vision. The unique perspective and emotional connection that photographers bring to their work can't be replicated by AI. Do you feel like AI is impacting the photography industry in any way right now?
No, but my girlfriend does.
God, it's gonna be.
That's interesting. How does she feel AI is affecting it? Does she see it more as a challenge or an opportunity?
She's completely against AI.
They're gonna come after
I see. It makes sense that some people are concerned about AI, especially in creative fields like photography. Does she feel that AI is taking away the authenticity of the work? Or is it more about job security for her?
The first one.
That's understandable. Photography is so much about capturing real moments and emotions. AI can mimic some parts, but it doesn't have the same personal connection to the subject or the experience of being there. How do you feel about it?
Do you think AI is a good tool for business owners?
AI can be a helpful tool for business owners in many ways, like automating repetitive tasks, providing data insights, and
So, that's what she has to say. That's the scoop.
Job security? Excuse me, ma'am.
Damn, she's coming after you.
Excuse me.
Well, that's our first guest that we've had on the show.
True.
And she was very nice, very respectful.
She was fake.
She's trying to come after your job security. Damn.
I think all in all, I'm just.
I think we
meh.
pretty much answered the question, though, on what you can do as business owners to prevent it. Is just provide good customer service, create a good product, produce a great product, and people will come back.
Yeah.
You know?
Because you have one thing that AI doesn't. You're a real person.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we will continue to do things the way that we have
Even
been
though
doing it.
AI was created by people.
Doesn't matter. It's not a person. It's a robot.
Well, that's hurtful.
Well, it's facts.
No. That's us, though. She thinks she's very against AI. I like AI, but, you know.
I'm okay.
Do you have any other questions, any other concerns that you have about AI? Anything that you want to say about it?
No, I don't think so. We're not going to use it that much. I love generative fill. I love noise reduction. And I think that AI on social media is kind of creepy. And yeah. I think that's all I have to say about it. I don't like it. So
I think AI has a lot of opportunities to help people, especially business owners, and make their lives a little bit easier, whether that's with banking, calculating how much maybe they'll have to pay in taxes at the end of the year, or their expenses that they have, maybe slight tweaks to photos.
no. Just kidding.
Because we do the slight tweaks to the photos. I think it can help everybody from a doctor to a lawyer to a teacher to photographers to videographers to normal folks.
Mm-hmm.
I think it can help everybody.
It can help. I just don't want it to be overused.
We'll see.
I feel like it's going to end up making people's brains smaller because they're not going to have to do any of the work. They're just going to have to talk to their phone and it'll tell them the answers.
I could see that. That's a
You know
that's
what I
a
mean?
reasonable argument. I see that. So, well, one thing that we cannot use AI for is our Christmas minis, and we announced those on Wednesday.
Have you booked them yet?
You got to book. People are booking up the storm. We have
Mhm.
multiple people who are just waiting to get in contact with the family, and then they're going to take up more and more spots. We have some people who want to take up 2 slots just for their one family. So you got to make sure that you book. We've booked, I think, like 9 so far, or
I think
10, 9 or 10 or whatever, which is 25% of all the bookings that we have available right now.
We have 2 dates in November, 2 dates in December. 30-minute sessions.
Yeah, it's 15 to 20 digitally edited photos by humans. A 30-minute session at a pre-selected location here in Corona. So if you are interested in that, you can go over to our Instagram and you can DM us from there. Or if you already have our phone number, you can just send us a text and say, hey, I want to book the Christmas minis. Or go to our website. And I need to add that to the website, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I need to add the Christmas minis onto one of the little boxes so that people can click. But yeah, if you haven't booked already, make sure you do book. AI will not show up. Robots will not show up. We will show up. We will be there
Christmas music.
with Christmas music. Last year I wore a Santa's hat. Everybody had a great time. And they got really good pictures.
So excited.
A lot of the people's profile pictures are still from Christmas last year. We love that. So I think that's it, right?
That's it.
With that, we thank you.
Oh, big one. We have a new podcast day.
Oh, yeah. So remember, we just did the video. We just released it announcing our Christmas minis. And we announced it on... When did we announce it? It was like a Friday. Was it last Friday?
Friday.
So what we were thinking about doing, we'll see how well this one does. If we film on Thursday, and then we put it out on Friday. If maybe that's a little bit better for everybody else.
So instead
it's
of
not-
Wednesdays, it'll be Fridays.
So maybe it's not in the middle of the week when everybody's going a little stir crazy because their Monday and Tuesday was too crazy, but they're too excited about the weekend.
We're kicking your weekend off with the podcast.
So maybe on your drive home from work on Friday, listen to the podcast. It's soothing. We're relaxing. We're not AI. We're humanoids.
Stop. But yes, we have a new podcast day, so we'll see how that one works for us.
One more thing. Before we go, could you do your best impersonation of an AI voice bot or speaking person?
I am AI. I can understand words and full sentences. In your best ability, can you please share what your concern is today? And I say, my account. Or I say, speak to representative. And they go, I'm sorry. I couldn't get that. Let's try again. And I have to do that about 4 times.
Have you seen the one? I know we're going on a different topic, but have you seen the one? It's a prank call. And they're like, your car warranty is going to expire. Do you want to renew? Say yes to renew or no to decline. And he goes, no. And he goes, you've successfully.
I have seen that. No, but that's how I feel sometimes when I
Yeah.
talk to them. So that's my best one.
Anytime I ever get on the phone and it's some AI chatbot thing, I just say speak to representative.
Yeah, so do we.
They get really mad.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just don't want to talk to them. You just want to talk to a human.
I couldn't get that.
And then you do
Let's try a different
And then you do
way.
talk to a human, and they're like, well, I can't help you because this is not the right department. You're all the way in sales, and you need to be over at software or whatever. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't think I could do an AI voice. I could just do
That's my best version because it's just what I've been dealing with for the last week with all of our things that we've been trying to deal with is talking to AI. So,
yeah.
mm-hmm.
I could do Elmo, but
True. That being said, make sure you go and follow us on our Instagram at SNAPPDUO to see the engagement session we're going to do a sneak peek of and the weddings that we're about to shoot and book your Christmas mini.
don't forget
And-
to book a Christmas mini. I swear we need to do an Elmo's voice with you need to book your Christmas minis. That'd be funny.
You do. I can't do Elmo.
I don't think I can do it right now.
He can never.
Should we try
do
it? Should we try it? Let's see. Should we try it?
Go ahead.
Okay, what do I say? I had to say
Elmo says to book a Christmas mini.
it's Elmo. I don't ever do it for people.
Ever.
Ever.
I always tell people he can, and then they're like, okay, let's hear it. And he's like, oh, I can't right now.
I think it's hard because you try to do it.
They heard it.
Try to do, no. But I was gonna do Stitch.
Oh, that one's cute too.
Ohana means family.
It's so cute. It's
So,
literally so cute.
If you want us to start speaking in Elmo or Stitch, leave a comment below and we'll do an entire. I'm not doing that. We're not doing a whole podcast.
I can't do any of these. It
You're
would
gonna
just
have to
be
learn.
you. Nope.
AI will teach you how to learn.
Come on now.
Just kidding. Anyway, if you've made it this far, we greatly appreciate it. We love you all, and we will see you next week.
Love ya.
Elmo loves you.
How cute.
Bye.